Vast, snow-covered plains stretch endlessly beneath a pale, unforgiving sky, a frozen, silent world. A biting wind whips across the desolate landscape, sculpting drifts of snow into stark, silent art. The air is heavy with an oppressive silence, broken only by the relentless howl of the wind. No birds dare sing, no insects buzz. Only the mournful cry of the frigid gusts fills the emptiness. The stark beauty of the snow-blanketed expanse is chilling, a testament to nature's formidable power. This vast, silent world is utterly devoid of life, a haunting canvas of white and grey. Across a vast, snow-covered plain, a small, emaciated wolf pup struggles, his ribs stark beneath matted fur. Each laborious step through the deep snow is a battle, a desperate fight for survival. He stumbles, collapses into the icy white, but a primal will ignites, forcing him to rise again. His wide, unfocused eyes, filled with a haunting emptiness, relentlessly scan the frozen horizon. He searches for any flicker of hope, any sign of sustenance in the unforgiving, desolate expanse. A small pup, utterly alone, collapses into the pristine snow, his breath ragged and desperate. Too weak to move, too weak to forage, he lies vulnerable in the vast white expanse, his body trembling. The memory of his mother's milk, once a warm comfort, now echoes painfully in his fading consciousness. The biting cold gnaws at his bones like sharp, unseen teeth, a cruel adversary in his final moments. His small body shivers against the icy ground, a poignant picture of despair in the endless, unforgiving winter. Across endless snow-covered plains, the pup's head snaps up, ears twitching, catching an unfamiliar scent on the biting wind. His nostrils flare, detecting the faint yet distinct aroma of smoke and cooked meat. The undeniable scent of humans registers, a primal alarm echoing in the vast, silent landscape. A flicker of raw fear, ancient and instinctual, ignites in his expressive eyes. Yet, beneath the fear, a desperate, yearning hope also stirs, painting a complex emotion on his face. Dusk bleeds across the sky as a small pup, a shadow against the fading light, approaches a human encampment. He uses the jagged cover of ice-covered rocks, his tiny form barely visible against the stark landscape. Flickering campfire light dances, casting monstrous shadows on crudely built shelters, a beacon of human life. The air thickens with the primal scent of burning wood, a smoky invitation to warmth and danger. Then, the irresistible aroma of roasted meat drifts, a tantalizing promise to a hungry stomach. The pup's belly clenches with a fierce hunger, his instincts pulling him closer to the unknown. Dusk bleeds across a desolate, snow-covered landscape, painting the ground in haunting shades of purple and grey. From a distance, his eyes narrow, studying the human encampment, every detail etched in the fading light. Spears lean against makeshift tents, their tips glinting dully, while grim faces huddle around a struggling fire. Scattered bones, picked clean, lie like macabre decorations on the pristine snow, remnants of a recent brutal meal. His instincts scream danger, a primal warning, yet the gnawing emptiness in his stomach overrides all caution. Dusk settles over the human encampment as a small child sits by a flickering fire, a tiny piece of food clutched in her hand. Her face is smudged with dirt, and her young eyes reveal a profound understanding of hardship. She brings the morsel to her lips, nibbling slowly and deliberately, savoring each precious bite. The firelight dances in her eyes, reflecting a quiet resilience amidst the harsh reality of her world. As dusk settles over the human encampment, a tiny pup takes a hesitant, tentative step forward, then another. The fragile silence shatters as a dry twig snaps loudly under his paw, echoing through the camp. Immediately, every head in the encampment turns, eyes narrowing with a chilling suspicion and fear. Humans spring to their feet, their figures silhouetted against the fading light, spears raised in a menacing arc. Their gazes fix on the small pup, a silent, terrifying accusation hanging heavy in the twilight air. As dusk settles, a guttural cry shatters the stillness of the human encampment, piercing the cold air. A stone whizzes past the pup's head, a chilling whisper of danger that narrowly misses its mark. Panic seizes the pup, his eyes wide with terror as he realizes the imminent threat. Driven by pure instinct, he turns sharply, his small body bolting into the encroaching icy darkness. He flees relentlessly, the frantic thumping of his paws echoing the wild beat of his heart. He doesn't stop until the camp's lights are distant, shimmering pinpricks in the vast, unforgiving night. A bitter wind howls across the vast, snow-covered plains, a desolate expanse under the unforgiving night sky. Beneath the skeletal branches of a snow-laden bush, a small pup trembles violently, his body curled into a tight, desperate ball. The memory of a distant fire's warmth and the comforting scent of food taunts him, now mere spectres in the cold. Snowflakes fall relentlessly, silently blanketing the world in a pristine, chilling white. Each delicate flake mirrors the pup's profound despair, a silent testament to his cold, lonely plight. Before dawn, a vast snow-covered plain stretches, an unforgiving expanse of white and shadow. A gnawing hunger returns with renewed ferocity, a searing pain that consumes my very being. My body trembles uncontrollably, a shiver that goes beyond the bitter cold. A chilling certainty settles in my bones, a grim prophecy of the day ahead. If food is not found, this day will undoubtedly be my last upon this frozen earth. The first faint streaks of dawn paint the sky, promising neither warmth nor hope. As dawn breaks, a figure makes an agonizing decision, his silhouette stark against the rising sun. With a heavy heart, he retraces his steps towards the human encampment, each step a surrender. This time, there is no hiding. He emerges from the shadows, his form exposed and vulnerable. He stands at the edge of their sight, a lone, weary figure, too weak to flee. The first rays of sun illuminate his face, revealing a raw mix of fear and resignation. His gaze is fixed on the encampment, awaiting the inevitable, his fate sealed by his choice. The human encampment awakens under the first muted light of dawn, painting the scene in hushed, watchful tones. A sudden movement, and I am spotted. Human faces contort with suspicion as hands instinctively reach for weapons. Other humans simply watch, their expressions unreadable, their eyes fixed on me with an unsettling stillness. The air crackles with unspoken tension, a silent standoff poised to erupt at any moment, thick with primal fear. The human encampment stirs at dawn, a hushed world awakening to the pale light. A child takes a hesitant step forward, eyes wide with a mixture of fear and wonder. The wind whispers between them, a silent messenger carrying the weight of an unspoken moment. The world seems to hold its breath, Every rustle of leaves, every distant sound, paused. The child's gaze is fixed, an innocent stare that pierces the quiet tension of the dawn. The air crackles with anticipation, a pivotal moment hanging delicately in the early morning light. The first soft rays of dawn paint the snow-covered encampment in ethereal hues of pink and blue, signaling the start of a new day. A small child, bundled in furs, kneels in the pristine snow, gently tossing a tiny, almost insignificant bone. From the edge of the camp, a wary, lean pup watches intently, the faint scent of meat a powerful lure. He hesitates, a flicker of past dangers in his eyes, but the gnawing hunger in his belly is an undeniable force. At dawn, the pup emerges from the white landscape, cautiously approaching the human encampment. His nose twitches, sniffing the tantalizing bone, a beacon of hope in the harsh wilderness. With a swift, desperate snatch, the pup seizes the bone, a small victory against the vast unknown. He vanishes back into the blinding white, his tiny form disappearing as no one pursues his daring escape. That night, the pup survives, the meager bone a precious lifeline in the unforgiving cold. Days bleed into weeks on the snow-covered plains, a desolate expanse under a stark sky. A small, resilient pup, a shadow against the swirling snow, maintains a cautious distance from the human group. Like a ghost, he moves among them, his eyes keen as he observes their hunting methods, silent and unseen. He waits with unwavering patience, a tiny sentinel in the vast, unforgiving landscape. With raw instinct, he scavenges the meager scraps they leave behind, a testament to his primal will to survive. Each scrap is a victory, each day a battle won, as the pup clings to life amidst the frozen wilderness. The biting wind whips across vast, snow-covered plains, a desolate expanse stretching to the horizon. A gaunt, weary figure shuffles across the frozen ground, battling the relentless wind and the crushing weight of hardship. Humans, their faces etched with suffering, shout and hurl small stones, trying to scare the figure away. Others, shoulders slumped in resignation, avert their gaze, pretending the figure doesn't exist. A small child, bundled in thick furs, deliberately fumbles a piece of dried meat, letting it fall onto the snow, a silent, secret offering. The biting wind whips across the vast, snow-covered plains, a desolate white expanse stretching to the horizon. A tiny pup, a mere speck against the immense white, shivers in the relentless cold. It nuzzles closer to an unseen companion, seeking warmth and comfort in the harsh environment. A fragile, unspoken understanding blossoms. A tentative coexistence in the unforgiving wilderness. Under a moonless sky, the human encampment sleeps, its central campfire reduced to embers, casting dancing shadows. The hunting party returns, grim-faced and defeated, their shoulders slumped from a meager catch. A sudden, chilling scent of metallic blood cuts through the cold night, carried on an unseen wind. From the inky blackness, many pairs of glowing, predatory eyes emerge as a gaunt wolf pack silently circles. Under the cloak of night, a dying fire crackles, casting long dancing shadows within the human encampment. Suddenly, the pup's body tenses, every muscle locking into place, a primal terror gripping his very being. His heart hammers against his ribs, a frantic drumbeat against the silence, urging him to bolt into the shadows. But his eyes are drawn, irresistibly to a small sleeping child curled vulnerably near the dwindling embers. The child's fragile form, utterly innocent in slumber, holds him captive, a silent plea against the terror. The night air hangs heavy with the scent of pine and an undeniable tremor of fear. Adult wolves, their eyes burning like embers, surge forward in a terrifying wave of dark fur and bared teeth. A small, swift wolf pup breaks from the pack, an unprecedented sight, racing towards the human encampment. He does not attack, his tiny form a stark contrast to the impending danger. Instead, a desperate piercing bark shatters the silence, an urgent plea in the night. The pup's cry echoes, an unexpected sound amidst the looming threat, an enigma in the darkness. The human encampment jolts awake, figures scrambling in the night, faces etched with fear and grim resolve. Shouts of alarm mix with guttural snarls as a brutal battle erupts, the air thick with clashing weapons and desperate cries. An eerie silence descends, heavy and absolute, as the battle fades into the night. The once pristine snow is now a canvas of crimson, stained with the brutal aftermath. A small, vulnerable pup stumbles, wounded, collapsing onto the blood-soaked ground, its fight extinguished. Under the cloak of night, humans approach, their steps hesitant, yet filled with an unexpected reverence. A child, her eyes wide with wonder, kneels beside me, her small hands reaching out to touch my fur. My instincts to growl or flee are silenced by profound exhaustion. I simply close my eyes, fear forgotten. An impossible moment unfolds as they gently guide me towards the flickering warmth of their fire. The flames dance, casting a soft glow that promises a sanctuary I never dared to dream of. Surrounded by the human encampment, I am offered an unexpected haven of warmth and protection. Across snow-covered plains, a powerful, mature wolf strides with the human group, a silent guardian among them. With senses sharp and movements fluid, he leads the hunt, a formidable presence against the biting wind. As night falls, the wolf curls protectively beside the child, a warm, loyal shadow in the cold. In the distance, other wolves watch, their eyes filled with a mixture of confusion and awe. They cannot grasp this new connection, this quiet revolution unfolding before their bewildered gaze. The legacy of that first winter, the warmth of that first fire, etched in every loyal glance, a testament to a choice.